Do Five TV, one of the realest niggas out here.
Shout out Do Five TV. I don't know we rocking with. If it ain't Do Five, it ain't live.
Kids, nigga. Shout out my son Do Five. If it ain't Do Five, it ain't live.
If it ain't Do Five, it ain't live. Who you rocking with?
Fivesuproddy, man. Roddy 2 Up, man. He wrote Roddy, whatever you want to call it, man.
So, what's the 5 in your name for?
It's a positive group out here, not no gang shit, none of that. Like, not no gang. It's a positive group that we started out here in high school. My boy was using a 5 hand, like the emoji and shit, and that meant a lot to him. So, like, we just kept it as a group, and everybody just started calling us 5 and shit.
So, what about 2 Up? I heard of 2 Up back in the day.
Yeah, nah, 2 Up, that was at the end of my boy Instagram that just passed at New Year's Eve in 2019. So, like, I mean, he didn't even get to see 2020 type shit, so, you feel me? He passed, but he had that at the end of his IG name, so that all just stuck with everybody. So, like, Roddy 2 Up, Eli 2 Up, Danny 2 Up, like, everybody just started using 2 Up after that.
Right, so as part of the Fives, is that like, is y'all trying to make that a label or what?
We was thinking about, I mean, we wasn't really trying to make it a label. It was just pretty much just like what we named ourselves as a group. But like if we was to start a label, we was gonna call it 2 Up Records, something like that. So yeah, that's just us as a group. We wasn't gonna use the, like that stamp, like that's our name and shit. That's just us as a group. That's what we call each other.
How many of y'all you say in the group?
It's like
who make up the team?
It's like
it's hella y'all.
Yeah, it's hella. It's mad of us. If you see one of us, you see like 5, 6 of us.
So let's go before you start rapping or whatever. So what you was doing before the rap, like as a kid in like high school? Well, wait, question. When did you start rapping? In high school?
Nah.
Alright, so what was you doing in high school?
I was a ball player in high school. Played football my freshman year, and all the years after that I played basketball. Right. So
what school?
I went to Franklin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I did just what we doing right now. Like I did aspects like TV production. I did all that shit in high school. So
right. So what about college? You didn't go?
College, that's what I went to school for. I went for business and TV production. That shit was boring as hell. Right. But like I'm not the type of person. I can't like. I'm an entrepreneur. Like I gotta do something myself. I can't listen to somebody and they tell me what to do and I just follow that my whole life. So like, college wasn't for me. I'm like, I'm doing something that's my own way.
So when did you stop playing ball and why?
I stopped playing ball 20. I mean, I still play ball, but I don't. You feel me?
I'm talking about like college.
I got into a car accident in 2018 on Mother's Day, and I broke my femur, my thigh bone. That's the like strongest bone in your body. And car flipped over, everything. I got into a really bad accident. So I was supposed to play ball at Rowan. Oh, okay. And then they was just like, we know about your injury. Like, your attorney said that you can't ball until your case is over and this and that. So I'm like, fuck it, I can't ball anyway. So
after like you got into the car accident and stopped balling, that's when you picked up the mic, or?
That's not the reason why I picked them, because like I was always rapping like for no reason and shit. Like I was just rapping, but I never thought that I would take it serious. But then once Marty passed, like that's when I realized like how short life was. You feel me? Like I'm like, you don't know when you gonna go out, you don't know when the fuck gonna happen. So like while you here, you gotta make use of your time. So you gotta spread your name out however way. So I decided to really start taking rapping serious. And I only been rapping for like not even 2 years yet.
So you started rapping before the pandemic though, or?
Nah, I started. Yeah, like a little bit before the pandemic.
Before it happened.
And then like, as soon as shit started getting serious.
So you got stuck in the house.
Yeah, that's when everything was just like, nah, shit shut down, no studios.
Right, so you got, what you was doing, home studio or?
Nah, I was going to my boy's studio. They was low key. I actually got put on to another rapper out here, his name Wavy Kells. I got put on to the engineer that I go to now. And he was still working during the pandemic and everything. He had all the restrictions, like you can't have this amount of people there. You gotta wear a mask. He was doing all that shit, but like he really wasn't supposed to be there, so he kept it low key. And then the first time that I went there, me and him built a bomb. Like, oh, like you actually tough. You know what the fuck you doing. So now I started going to him.
So you got a manager or no?
Yeah.
So who's your manager?
Quincy.
Okay. So how does he like be like the best manager to you? Like, how is he a good manager?
Because he's not afraid to talk. Like, he sees something on IG, and he a risk taker. Right. I'm a risk taker too. Like, you feel me? Like, he sees something on IG, he don't give a fuck if it, like, if it's a scam, we gonna find out when we get there.
Right.
You feel me? But at least we taking that risk to see what the fuck going on. So like he sees something on IG, a random ass ad, and it's about a showcase in Atlanta. He gonna be like, boom, let's book this trip. We gonna go out there. We gonna go to Atlanta. We gonna do this. Bad. Like without him, cause like, you feel, I'm not afraid to talk either, but he's more of a risk taker than me.
Right. Do you feel like he's more of a people's person than you?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't.
So if you need something to happen, you hit him, and then he just make it happen.
It depends. It depends what it is. Yeah, but like, yeah, that's what he do. He like, all right, where I got you. Next thing you know, he gonna hit me back in like an hour and a half and be like, all right, well, they said that they got this too, so you want to do that? They'll give us the hook with that. Like, I'll give him 25 cents to go to the corner store. He gonna come back with 5 honey buns. Like, how the hell you get that? You feel me? Like,
yeah,
he know what the fuck he doing.
So let's talk about what city are you originally from?
I was born in East Orange. And then we lived in Dove, I want to say, something like that. Then we moved to Newark, then we moved to Bloomfield, and then I lived out here.
You just moved all over.
Yeah.
So like, when did you spend like your elementary school years at?
I was in Bloomfield.
You was in Bloomfield. Okay. So when like what years were you in Newark?
Shit, I was in Newark, like a baby type shit.
Oh, baby.
Not even really like a baby, but like I was young as hell. Then I moved to Bloomfield to like 5th grade, and then I came out here my 6th grade year.
Okay. So you feel like being from, well, it was Somerset, right?
Yeah.
So being from Somerset, like what's the like what's going on in Somerset? Cause I went to Remington Valley Community College, so I just know a little bit about it, but I don't really know too much. So like what be going on in Somerset?
Somerset, it's a big town, I guess you could say, city, whatever. But like,
you only got one high school though, right? Or something like that? You got one high school, right?
Yeah.
So it's like everybody know each other.
Yeah. Like whether it's Peeway, North Brunswick, like so everybody know each other. Like it feel like a small ass world over here. Like someone hear one thing about you, next thing you know, everybody knows something about you. Like Franklin is just people that just talk too much, and then everybody want to do the same thing as somebody else. And
all right, it was mad people that went to that was from Franklin. I went to Remington Valley.
Yo, mad people.
Yeah,
I already know. But it was a family reunion.
So when did you start taking it serious, the rap?
I mean, of course, like I said, after Marty passed, but
right.
when I saw that I could really like get in tune with this, I did a showcase for Crave Cave. I did a showcase and then won a band off of that shit for getting first place. I'm like,
yeah, that's tough.
What? I'm like, I could make a band for performing 3 songs. I'm like, okay, like let's see what I could do. Let's
from
keep
here,
going.
right? So you did any more showcases after that?
Yeah.
I seen that you perform. I think you ain't had no hair at the time when I seen like a performance.
Yeah, that was the Crave Cave joint.
Okay.
Yeah, when I had on the white jacket. Yeah, that was the Crave Cave joint. Yeah.
So did people know your music or not yet?
Not really. I mean, my boys did. Like everybody from out here, yeah, they knew songs. And then like that's why when they had the live for the Crave Cave joint, they had the live, and it was just mad people from out here just like on the live, like, oh, he's wilding right now. They was even come at other people like.
So how did you win? What they went by? Like how you had to get votes or?
Yeah, you had to get votes. So they put up a poll, like all the artists and everything. You could vote yes or no. Like, nice or trash, and yeah, niggas was
nice or trash.
Yeah, like
they was up there saying hella bullshit.
Yeah, they was wilding. They was wilding on other people, but like it was even randoms that like on the live and that was there that was just like, nah, you tough.
Right.
But nah, yeah.
So like what's a fun fact about yourself?
Shit, it's a lot. Yeah, I just sound like some cocky shit, right? No?
No.
It's a lot.
Ain't no cocky shit.
Nah, shit, I could draw. I could play the piano. I could play. Shit, I'm a gamer, nigga. I get busy.
Oh, you play the
Anybody
game?
Want
What
to
you play?
Madden, nigga, you get busy. 2K, anything, you get busy.
You don't be playing Fortnite and nothing like that?
Nah.
Not Call of Duty?
Yeah.
You play Call of Duty?
Yeah, Warzone, you get busy.
Alright, so let's talk about your projects on YouTube. You got like, how many projects? Like 2, right?
It's the right now it's 3.
Oh, it's 3 now, okay.
Yeah, now it's 3. I got the 5 tapes. I think I got all of them on YouTube.
Oh, it's all 3? I thought I only seen. I seen
part
1 and part 2.
I just dropped the EP.
Okay.
On Tuesday, so that made 4 projects now on YouTube.
So what was the latest one, like the one that you just dropped? What was the name of it?
Nah, it was self-titled, so it was fivesuproddy EP. I just dropped it on Tuesday. Got 5 songs on there.
Oh, okay, so what was the process like that? Like, what was the process of making that one? It took long or no?
I mean, I just needed like not the courage to get into the studio, but like you feel me, like I just needed to be like, yo, you gotta be on your shit. So like, when we started hearing all this shit about like, you could be opening up for Herb, you could do this, you could do that. That made me hop up like, I work, now I gotta be on my shit, and then I started. Wrote down some songs, and hit the stew, and they like, yo, this shit going crazy. So now the songs that I made for the Herb shit is going crazy on TikTok now. I just did a little like competition. Yeah, I just did a little competition. You feel me? And I was posting all videos. So that shit going crazy right now. And like I said, that shit dropped Tuesday. So
what's the challenge? Like you could get whoever get the best one get a ticket or something like that, right?
Yeah, nah, it was like whoever get dumb sturdy in the video, or whoever had the funniest video. Like my boy Matt just won the shit. Okay. I said that he won yesterday, so I gave him $50, and then my boy that made clothes, Glockstar, he gave him free clothes too.
Okay, that's what's up. So as far as like before you dropped the EP, you just dropped like you took some time off, right? Yeah. But like, what was the reason for taking some time off? Like, you took like I seen like I was going back. It was like 8 months. Yeah. What was the reason?
I mean, it's not that. Because I really don't be getting lazy. I just be finding shit that like, when I do a next project, like I have a like this is where I got my motivation from. Like I need to I just take everything together. Like I do shit like we could go to a club, we could travel, we could do a whole bunch of different other shit, and then it's just like I take everything that I just did in those past few months and then put it all into separate tracks. You feel me? So like you feel me? Like I'm not even gonna lie, a rapper gonna be ass if he not eventful, you feel me? Like if he not doing a lot of shit, he not gonna have nothing to rap about. Yeah, and that's when niggas start rapping about the same shit over and over and over again. You feel me? Like that, like So you feel me? You gotta
so I feel you. So you want to wait until you don't want to put out no ass shit.
Yeah, like I don't want to be sitting here repeating myself. And they like, oh, he said that shit in one of these songs. Matter of fact, I could play it for you. Like he only got 3 other projects. Like so you feel me? I gotta actually do shit while I'm like, so I can rap about it.
So who shoot your videos?
My boy Devon Scoot Films and my boy Picasso.
Okay, like you been to them? Yeah. Like high school days or?
Yeah, like Dave, I know him since like 6th grade. Like when I first moved down here, that was like one of my first friends. That's what's up. And Devon, me and him got close like my junior year, and I think he's 2 years under me.
So how important are they to you, like to your music career?
They're I don't know, like I'll be telling them about the East Coast sometimes, but like those my boys at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like you know your boys better than anybody else, so sometimes they just need a wake up call. You feel me?
You think they be like on some lazy shit too, or?
I mean, yeah. They're like sometimes they'll even say it themselves. Like you feel me? Sometimes I wouldn't even have to say it, but like they need that wake up call. You feel me? Like what type of brother would I be if I didn't give them a wake up call and like show them like, nigga, like we not getting younger. Like we gotta be on the move right now. We really trying to do something with our careers. Right. We all got different careers, but if we all come together and make it as one, then we all gonna go to the next level. So
you be on their ass because they not consistent or what?
I mean they be doing other people work. They don't just be like worried about me, but like sometimes we be half-assing it. Like we'll be like, oh, let's do this and that, and they'll be like, oh, word, good idea. We won't jot it down and we won't do it. Yeah. You feel me? Like we'll just leave it all on the table. So like you feel me? Sometimes like everybody just needs that wake up call. Like sometimes my girl, my boys, like whatever, they'll tell me like, you need to be writing. You need to be doing this. Like all of us are the same. That's why we brothers. Like we all need a wake up call sometimes.
So. Yeah, that's true. I feel that. Yeah. So you just got 65,000 streams, right? Mhm. How you feel? How did that make you feel?
I'm not gonna say it was expected because a lot like how much people listen to my music, but like it's just like, damn. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like a year and a half ago when I started rapping, nobody thought that like. Right now, I'll be open up for G Herbo and I'll be getting, and I'll have over 60,000 streams. Like, people listen to me in other countries.
So
like,
speaking of that, you opened up on this past one, or you going to?
Nah, I did already.
Oh, you did already when the past one. So
yeah, it was on the 4th, I think.
That just passed. So how was that experience? Did you get to meet him or not? Nah. It
was crazy though.
Oh, like, so wait, it was like I think it was 3 people that performed. or 4 people. I know Fat Boy performed.
Uh-huh.
And I think somebody else from Chicago, I think. And
yeah, Zale Simon performed.
Right, and then it was you.
And it was me and 2 other people. They had a lot of people opening up. Actually,
they had a lot?
G Herbo ain't even hit the fucking stage till like damn near 11 o'clock.
Damn.
So,
but I'm saying, I was watching. I didn't get to go because I was at work, but I seen like my boy had one. It was turned.
Yeah,
it was turned.
Yeah,
they was fucking with your music.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like just being on that big. Cause like for me, all I did was showcases. I was supposed to open up for Rod Wave before.
Right.
I was supposed to open up for Young Blue. None of that shit went through. So like that was my first like real concert like on a big ass stage. Like most that I did before that was showcases on a small ass stage, a mic stand, and a DJ behind me. Like that's all I had. But being on that big of a stage where you could actually like get lit, you could jump around, you could do whatever you want. And that shit was crazy. Like just the music being that loud, like being on that stage and like hearing the bass of your music really dump like that through a whole theater. You like, yo, hell no.
You was nervous?
Yeah, but like.
It was like chills, like
yeah,
damn,
like
really
it, like
hella people.
I didn't realize I was taking it calm until he said my name and he was walking towards me. A dude backstage like handing me the mic, like go ahead, like do your thing. And I'm sitting there like yo, I'm about to walk on this stage like that, cause like I'm never gonna forget that where somebody be like, oh, what was your first performance? Like your first real performance. I'll be like, I'll open up for G Herbo. Like it's not a lot of people that can say that. That's so like. And the fact that being G Herbo is one of my favorite rappers, like that's crazy. That's crazy to say. Like you opened up for one of your favorite rappers at your first concert, so that's something like you really can't forget.
Right, that's like a milestone, huh?
Nah, for real.
So like, if a kid that's watching this and he want to be a rapper, like what would be some advice to a kid that like a young kid that want to be a rapper?
You gotta go crazy early. Like don't try to be like somebody else. Separate yourself. Everybody that separated themselves, they somewhere crazy in the game right now. Like you gotta separate yourself early. Start promoting your shit early. Start doing shows, everything. Like get all that energy out. Like oh, I'm scared of doing this. I'm scared of doing that. You gotta start early. Get it out the way. And next thing you know, you're gonna be in the big leagues early. But you got everything. You just gotta start early. You can't move at a slow pace and just be like, oh, I'm gonna sit back and let this shit happen because shit really not gonna work. They'll hear an artist one day. And then stop listening to him the next week. Next thing you know, every time his song pop up, they gonna skip it. Like, you feel me? You just gotta be consistent early. You gotta do everything early.
I mean, that's the main thing. I feel like a lot of people be consistent, but you know, like you said, like a lot of stuff don't be going on in people's lives, so it don't be nothing to rap about.
Yeah, facts.
But if I like you as an artist and you're not putting on no music, I'm messing around not even like you no more.
Facts.
But.
Facts. That give another rapper an opportunity.
Exactly. A new rapper that so happened got a better beat than the last song he did.
Exactly.
Now, it's all about the bop now because everybody dancing. Like you said, whoever get more sturdy to your song, they probably don't know lyric for lyric, but if they hear the beat, they're gonna be like, oh,
it's
I know.
Over.
Exactly. I know it's your song.
Exactly.
So if you had a chance to get a feature with anybody in the industry, who would it be?
Hands down, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Yeah, hands down.
Alright, so let me ask you this. So you'll take the dinner or the I know you seen the poll on Instagram like you take the dinner or like what was it, 500,000 or was it $1 million? Something like that. It was like
Jay-Z or Mel?
Yeah. Which one you taking? A dinner with Jay-Z?
Because that could go two different. Like you could do a lot with a Mel, but at the same time you have a great conversation with Jay-Z. He gonna be like, oh, you make music, you do this. Like. I could try to put you onto some shit. Like he'll give you some type of opportunity. Right. Like you feel me? But I don't know. Emil is so like certified. Like you could do a lot with that.
That's a fact.
Shit, I don't know. I'll be like.
I would say take the mill and try to get a feature with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But then again, what if the feature don't go through?
Yeah. Shit.
But what if you at the dinner and nigga not saying nothing and he make you pay for your half?
I'm dashing. I'm not. Nah, you got it. Like you brought me here. Like you got it. Like nah.
I mean, I feel like if you, I feel like it depends on who you are at that point. Like if you're not on no nervous shit and then you gonna go talk your talk and make them like believe in you, then take the dinner. But if you gonna go in there and just go eat, sip on some wine with him.
There's only so much you could talk about too, Jay-Z though. Especially if you're not living the same lifestyle as him. Like there's only so much you could say. Like y'all gonna talk about like dumb shit. Like
I was about to say, like, it depends. It depends on how you come, because everybody got the same story.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to make it. But so what's your answer? Which one you taking?
I'm gonna take the mill. You could do a lot with that mill. Shit, I could build my own studio.
Facts.
Like I could do a lot with that fucking mill.
But you might not never get to meet Jay-Z.
He gonna hear about me though. So
after you get the mail,
after I get the mail from him, like, good looks, you put me on, like.
That's fair. So how are you separate from all the other artists?
I actually rap.
What you mean by that?
It's a lot of people that wanna sound the same. You feel me? Like, it's a lot of people that wanna do like that. What can I say, like that Polo G when he be on his singing shit, like it's a lot of people that want to be on like that 2C type of time, like they want to do that auto-tune, like melody singing type shit on every song. I'll be like, bro, that is not, like, you can't call yourself a rapper at that point. You can't. You'll be like, oh, I'm a rapper coming out of here, and then you grab the mic and start singing. Like that, that'd be confusing the shit out of me. But like I actually rap.
Right.
Like, niggas be watching battle rap, we be watching all that shit. So like, I'm all about a person with punchlines. All my favorite rappers are lyrical.
Right.
Like, my top 5 compared to others, like everybody that I would name is lyrical.
Oh, okay.
So like,
who would it be? You can say your top 5 if you want.
Jay-Z. Not in order. Jay-Z, Kendrick, Drake. J. Cole, Young and May. Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, you fuck with Young and May that much?
Yeah, Young and May, she goes still. Yeah, if I was to do a feature with her, yeah, we'll go crazy.
She got an artist in Jersey City.
Oh, really?
Max YB. I mean, I don't know if you can reach out to him. I mean, the closer the better. You feel me?
Yeah, fact.
Is it Max YB? Yeah, it's Max YB, Jersey City. He like one of her artists. Like, if you go on his page, like, after this I'll show you. He be like with her. Like, that's like his role model. Like, that's, I don't know if he's signed or whatever, because I don't want to. But yeah, that's like who he look up to or whatever. But that's just funny you said that, because Jersey City right there. Actually.
Nah, right there.
So like, where do you see yourself in like 2 to 3 years?
Shit, just like how I opened up for G Herbo, there's gonna be people doing that for me. You know what I mean? Like, right. I'm never cocky, but like, I always trust the process. I'm always confident in what I do. So I feel like if I'm moving at this pace now, and it's only been a year and a half, then 2-3 years later from now, if I keep moving at this pace, then like the future will only tell. So I mean, like, it's gonna be something totally different. I'm gonna be sleep as hell on a private jet, like, nah.
That's a fact. I
like,
that mindset.
You'll never know. So, but only the time will tell, though. So.
Right. Do you feel like you full-time or like a full-time rapper?
Yes. Right. Like, I stopped going to school because, like, you feel me? You can always go back to college.
But yeah, that's
you can always go back, but like, you starting your career right now, you'll never get that time or years back. So. You feel me? I'd rather start now and get my career, do everything I need to do, then I'll know what I'm actually going to college for. Right. You feel me? So, like, college will always come back. So
what you got coming up? Like, what's next? I know you said what's the EP name that you put out on Tuesday?
Fivesuproddy.
Right. So you got something else planning on dropping soon?
Yeah.
What we got dropping soon?
Definitely something I'm gonna do. Because I always do. Actually, I think it was the time where I put 2 albums back to back. I did an EP first, album, and then this is my EP. So it's only right if I do an album next. I'm not gonna take too long this time. Like, I need to be more consistent. Like, I made a promise to myself.
So let me ask you this. So the only other time you're gonna do challenges if like somebody you open up for, or when would you do another challenge?
It's like, you know what type of song, like, if you was to make it, like with me, when we made that song that I made a challenge, we was in a stew like, yo, if we make the right TikTok to this shit, like, or if we get people to actually like get jiggy to this shit, like, this the one right here for real. Like, you gonna know what song is a hit when you make it. Like, just from like the vibe of it, you're gonna be like, yeah, nah, people will go crazy to this song. So that's why out of all the songs that I made, I mean, I got another one, but like, out of all the songs that I made, I'm like, yo, we was to let this shit rock on TikTok, it'll be over.
Right.
So like, I guess it gotta be a song where like, niggas could get sturdy to, niggas could make some type of TikTok, make some type of video to that shit to help promote your shit.
So what do you feel like is one of your biggest weaknesses? Oh, you can say you don't got no weaknesses. It's alright. If you don't got no weaknesses, you don't got none.
Nah, cause like I feel like when it comes to like my critique, like what I do and shit, like one of my big weaknesses. Shit, I'm not gonna lie. Cause I could make a good ass hook, but like coming up with a catchy hook that's gonna stick with somebody on a certain type of beat, that shit is difficult. Like that, like some people really don't remember, but when Drake first dropped, like when he first started coming out, all he was doing was hooks. Like he was with Young Money in them, only doing hooks. Like
have a verse. Like he
didn't even have a verse. He would do the hook, and that was it. Like that's all you heard from Drake. So that's hard as hell to do. And a hook that actually stick with niggas, like that's hard as hell to do. So I feel like that's one of my weaknesses. Like being on that singing type timing, like I'm not doing that shit.
You don't want to be no Drake as a nigga like singing?
Yeah, nah, hell no.
But you feel like that's the hardest part about being a rapper too?
Being
hardest part, like I'm telling like making a hook, that's the hardest part about being a rapper? Nah. So what would be the hardest part to you about being a rapper?
The hardest part about being a rapper is just how to change it up. You gotta change it up with so many different types of songs, projects. Like you always have to find something different. You gotta find something else to be different from everybody else. Like, of course you can name rappers and you could explain their style, but like they all did different shit like within their songs and within their projects and everything. So I feel like that's the hardest part. Is one, you gotta be consistent, but at the same time you gotta be different. So like that's where your creativity just comes out the box and you just gotta keep going and going and going. That's probably the hardest part. But other than that, shit, you really know your way around some words and shit, like it's up. It only get easier.
So as far as like you punch in or you write? You write? I mean, I know you mentioned you said you write, but do you be punching in like freestyling and stuff?
Yeah, like I was saying, like I was just telling like them earlier, like the way that I'll write something down, boom. Like I'll listen to the beat, and then I'll turn my headphones off, or I'll take my headphones like off my head. And then I'll write, keep the beat in my head, I'll write. But then when I get stuck somewhere, I will say what I wrote, and then I'll keep freestyling after that. And I'll be like, all right, word. Then write that down, start from the top again, and then read it. Like the place where I got stuck, I'll freestyle after that. Okay. And then I just keep going like that. So, you feel me? It's basically like low-key punching in, but... Yeah, I get what you're saying. But like, yeah. Like, I could write a song in like a day. Not even, like a couple hours. Like the songs that I just did for G Herbo shit, I was typing that shit on my phone on my way to the studio.
Oh, okay. So you saying you can make, so if it's the right beat, then you can make some shit like 20 minutes?
Easy. Well, like, and another thing I do is like I'll listen to the beat and I will mumble a flow throughout the whole beat. I will mumble a flow and then I'll just turn that flow into words. Once you know the flow that you want to use throughout the song, it's over. Like that's the easiest part. Once you find the flow and just turn that flow into words, it's up.
So as far as features, what's up? Like, can anybody get a feature or what?
Not just anybody, because I feel like that's how you low-key like get yourself like in a crowd that you don't want to be in. You feel me? Like it's certain people that like, nah, we not gonna sound good together. Like,
yeah, okay. So like, as far as features, so like, do you go about like hitting them up or you just wait until?
Oh nah, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
Nah, I just move at like I do my own shit. And it's just like you hear me and you like, oh nah, he tough. I gotta do a song with him. Okay. Then like I'm open. I'm like, I bet we could do something like.
So how you tell a person that you don't want to work with no then? Like you want to just like get around like.
I'll make them pay me OD.
You'll put a number and then like, make them say, "No, what if they got the bread for it then?"
Shit, like, then I'm stuck. I was like, nah, never mind. 1,500 now. Actually, prices just went up. My fault.
So who like what makes you keep doing music, or who makes you keep doing music?
I mean, what makes me keep doing music is definitely like the the road that I'm on now, like how everything is just actually coming to me now. Like it's just success after success after success. So at the pace that I'm moving now, that is what is keeping me going. But who is keeping me going is just like, of course, Marty, like my family, like the support, everybody who does support me. That's who is keeping me going. But like, you feel me? I want to get everybody like out of here. Like Somerset really isn't a bad place, but it's just like, if I got the opportunity with what I'm doing right now in my career to make us have better, then I'm gonna always make us want to have better. Right. So I'm gonna keep going until we like, I'm looking out the window like, damn, I just woke up to 6 big ass windows in Cali. Like,
that's a fact.
You feel me? It's like, if you can have better, then go get better.
Right. So let's talk about Marty. So who was he to you?
That was like a little brother for real.
Right.
Like he moved out here. Well, I didn't get to know him really until my freshman year in high school, and we had English together or something like that. And then me and him got close the sophomore year. We was vibing. We wasn't really close yet, but in junior year we played ball together, and that's when we like for real got close. That's when we locked in for real. And I was with him all the time. Like that's why like when he like low key when he passed, it was a lot of people hitting my phone like, oh, you good? Like everybody was sending me paragraphs like I was actually his brother. You feel me? Because like every time you saw me in high school, like you saw Marty. Like you feel me? And he was the one that was telling me first, like, cause I rapped to him one time, so he was just like, yo, you should really like do that shit, like. And then I'm like, facts, but I wasn't taking it serious. Like I feel like, not say it's in the wrong way, but like if he didn't pass, like I probably wouldn't be rapping still right now. Right. Like
you feel like he your motivation.
Yeah, like he was on like that was the wake up call. You feel me? So, but yeah, like I know he always with me. Like he always above me. He always watching me. Like on some proud shit.
So what's a funny moment you got to share?
Oh my God, he was a little hoe. Motherfucking we was I was chilling. It was me, Dave, and Marty, and I remember he made cause he wasn't driving a whip back then, and then he made me and Dave drive him to go see his girl or whatever. So boom, This was a while ago, like beginning of 2017 or something like that. Took him to go see this girl. They chatting, and then he like, alright, I'm about to go to her crib, but like I need y'all to wait for me, cause like I'm not trying, like I need y'all to wait for me. At this point, it's like 10 o'clock at night. Bet so he go in the girl crib. Yo, on everything. Me and Dave sitting in the car, chilling. We fell asleep, woke up, the sun coming up. We like, yo, no. We like, no. So we start calling him. Straight to voicemail. I'm like, yo, this nigga is trapped in her house. And like, we can't call him no nothing. Next thing you know, me and like, I get out the car. Dave actually get out the car first and walk up to the house. And then he just come back. And then I get out and we both walk up to the house and we like, yo, should we like ring the doorbell or something? Like, what the fuck should we do? We sitting in the car, now the sun is up. Like, it's summertime. It's like damn near 7 o'clock now. This nigga Marty comes out the house with his tank top on. He had on like a hoodie on before that. He had on a tank top and his pants was sagging OD, and he just walked into the car sparking a mild. I'm like, you acting like shit then just like we've been out here since like 10 p.m. You walking out, the sun up, you brush your teeth and shit, like, and you walking out sparking a mile. My breath stink. I'm hungry as hell. Right. And like I've been sitting in this car sweating since 10 p.m. Like I was mad as hell. He get in the car like, y'all could have left. You couldn't text me that? Nah, your phone was dead. Like you couldn't text us anything. We couldn't text you. Like he like, oh yeah, my phone. Nah, he left his phone in the house. He get in the car. He like, oh shit, I left my phone in there. We like, bro, she gonna have to bring that shit back to you. Like, it's up, bro.
Yeah. So how did he pass away?
He got shot.
Mm-hmm. So the death of him. So how do you move throughout like the city now? Like, how do you stay out of trouble? So
now it's just like, you know, that does like his death really like separated two crowds. You feel me? Like right. now you know who's rocking with who for real. Mm-hmm. Like. Now you know like this person was rocking with them the whole time, and then these people was rocking with us the whole time. Like that, it just separated the town OD. So now everybody just like everybody out here just move like looking over their shoulder, like you can't really trust nobody. Right. And that, cause like the people that killed them, we used to be cool with them, like so. Like that's why it's just weird. Like now, like how we move as a group, we don't trust niggas. Like we don't trust nobody.
So I know you got a song dedicated to him too.
Yeah.
So how many you gonna make?
Shit, I keep going, but like every time I hear a beat and I think about him, I'll do a song to it.
Okay.
It's not out of just like, oh, I gotta keep doing songs about him and this and that. Like it's not even just about that. If I think about him, then I'm gonna write about him. Right. If I think about him, then I'm gonna talk about him. I mean, so every time I hear a beat and I think about him, boom, I make a song about him.
Right, I feel you.
Yeah.
So to end this off, let me get it. If it ain't do 5, it ain't live.
If it ain't do 5, it ain't live.
Any closing words, my boy?
Shit, like I said, follow me on IG, fivesuproddy. Fivesuproddy everywhere, Apple Music, Spotify, shit, everywhere, man. And Fivesuproddy, the EP just dropped on Tuesday. Go check that shit out. 5 songs. I'm killing shit, man.
All right, and then tell them to subscribe to your YouTube. Don't you got a YouTube too? Like
Fivesuproddy everywhere. You can even subscribe to my YouTube. Shit, Fivesuproddy everywhere. Just look up Fivesuproddy, man. Yeah, man.
Do 5 TV, one of the realest niggas out here.
Shout out to 5 TV. I don't really rocking with. If it ain't do 5, it ain't live.
Kids, nigga. Shit, I'm on some do 5. If it ain't do 5, it ain't live.